You've worked here for 3 years. The office is nice. The salary is better than nice. Your business cards say operations director, and you've never once questioned what that means. You manage vendors. You approve invoices. You make sure money moves from one account to another cleanly on time. You're good at it. Nobody really explains what the company does. You assume that was normal corporate structure, layers, departments, the kind of confusion that exists in every growing business. Until one invoice catches your attention. A vendor you've paid many times before suddenly doubles their charge. No meeting, no explanation, no new contract. You mention it to your manager. He tells you to approve it anyway. That night, curiosity gets the better of you. You search the company online. Almost nothing appears. No real website, no active contact information, just scattered registration records buried in unfamiliar databases. For the first time, the company you've trusted for years starts feeling unfamiliar, and you realize you may not understand where the money is actually going. Most people imagine suspicious companies as dark rooms filled with dangerous people, but real financial fraud rarely looks dramatic. It looks ordinary. Normal offices, normal employees, morning meetings, coffee breaks, quarterly targets. Everything feels legitimate because that's exactly how it's designed to feel. The people working there aren't usually masterminds. Most are just professionals doing their jobs, approving invoices, managing accounts, following instructions. That's what makes these systems effective. Money moves quietly through layers of businesses and transactions until it becomes difficult to track where it originally came from. On paper, everything appears routine. Consulting payments, vendor contracts, service fees. Nothing looks alarming unless someone stops long enough to connect the dots, and most people never do, because routine creates trust, and trust keeps the system moving. Now you're stuck with a question you never expected to ask. What happens when you suspect something is wrong inside your own company? You could ignore it. Convince yourself it's probably nothing. You could leave quietly and hope the situation never becomes your problem, or you could start asking questions that nobody wants answered. But once doubt enters your mind, normal things stop feeling normal. Every invoice feels heavier, every approval feels permanent, and every conversation sounds slightly different than before. The strange part about situations like this is that they rarely begin with obvious corruption. They begin with ordinary people trusting ordinary systems, people who believe someone else already checked everything, someone else already asked the hard questions. Maybe that's why these situations can continue for years without anyone noticing, because everything appears professional right up until the moment it doesn't. You stare at the pending invoice on your screen. Outside your office, people are laughing over lunch. The coffee machine is running. Everything looks exactly the same as yesterday, but it doesn't feel the same anymore.